Hi guys, I'm Spiral Power and this is part 15 and I think this will be the last part. Okay, you're being too hard on yourself. I told you didn't hurt me. But, no buts, it doesn't matter. I made a mistake, Mark. I told you it's not alright. Her trembling body comes to a halt. You're a good person, just like I remember. You are a good person, but tell me then. Tell me why you came here. I just wanted to see if my scars were gone. A sharp wind whistled through the empty park. And did you find your answer? Yeah. Yeah, I think I did. It's cold. Her hand is cold in mine, but they were warm in time. It's getting dark. Clouds are beginning to gather behind the sun's trail. Looks like we're in for a white Christmas. You're right, it'll be midnight soon. Let's go. It's the night of the 24th. People must be all over the city square by now. Are you implying that I think what I think you're implying? I'm implying that I'm going to hate myself if we don't do this properly. You are not the only one. She grabs my hand and follows along. It's beautiful. There's something odd about going on a date with inevitable tragedy hanging above you. Every time I catch my breath, I feel a sinking in my chest as I remember that this isn't just another day. The trick I've realized is do not give yourself time to catch your breath. You have never been here before? Only a couple of times during the day. I was always home with my parents on Christmas Eve. Well, it probably shouldn't surprise you to know that this is my first time too. Well, that's a little comforting. I'm sure it's crowded, isn't it? I think it's good kind of crowded. It's hard to imagine that I've been missing out on this for my entire life. It's not too late for us to start. Your hand is warm. Actually, your hand is cold. You really aren't built for winter, are you? That was a poorly timed joke. Truth be told, the softness of her fingers and the warmth of her palm is enough to drive away the winter wind. But I don't think I can say that out loud. Well, I figured you'd know what I meant anyways. Good point. Sorry to have to drag you out like this. It would have been better if we had met in the middle of summer, huh? It's fine. I was kidding when I said your hand was warm. Really? Really try it sometime. I think you're just saying that because your hands are freezing. Well, excuse me for not bringing gloves. Besides, if we met in the summer, it wouldn't be snowing like this. Now that you mention it. The snow drifts down out thinly. I used to love the winter back when I lived here. And I take it you still do? Of course. The tiny white droplets gather on her hair, endearing messy. Do you want to go skating? Huh? Well, I suppose we could, but don't tell me. No, I definitely know how to skate. I just liar. Fine, you win. I can teach you if you want. Would you really? Sure, it'll take more time than one night to learn, but I'm sure you'll get the basic down after a few falls. You mean I still have to fall? Too late, I've already decided. It's been a while since I've gone skating. The wind in your hair, the ice gliding beneath your feet have both been completely removed from the equation. Slow down. If I slow down anymore, the earthworm by the beach might beat us. There aren't any earthworm in the winter. Be careful. Shout too much and you might fall. Hey, you almost pulled me down as well. That's a small price to pay if I don't have to fall. Ish. I push my skates back with just enough force to propel us forward. Don't move without warning me first. Because clearly you're in a position to give orders. I love this feeling. You know you are really not going to learn anything if we keep going at this speed. This is fast enough, thank you. Ah! This time I grab onto Mara's arm before she falls, almost losing my balance in the process. Just take it slow, at first you'll get used to it. That's what I'm trying to do, but you keep on speeding up. This isn't what a legally sane person would call fast. Looking at the eyes, I begin to wonder if we're not just standing still and deluding ourselves into thinking we are moving. When I said take it slow, I meant in relation to a normal skating speed. First, I need to figure out how to stand on these things. Why are skates so thin? Mira stops, attempts to realign his center of balance and starts gliding again. Slowly. Very slowly. Whose great idea was this anyway? Humans weren't meant to travel on thin little silver of metal. Okay, let's take a deep breath and start from the beginning. First, stand still. Okay, I think I can do this. What next? Now, stand there for a few seconds. That was a deadly glare. Maybe this isn't the best time for scarcity. Okay, you can stop standing there. Now try moving slowly. Ah, it's working. Good. Try to keep your balance and don't speed up. I'll be right here if you need me. This isn't bad. Ah, that looked painful. What happened to being there if I need you? I mean, have been engaging in some form of mental narration and lost track of time. Anyway, that wasn't bad. You made it a lot farther than the last time. Alright, want to try again? I'll stay with you this time. If you don't, you're going to regret it. Okay, I'll start first. Slowly but surely. This might be a big step for you, but do you want to try turning? One direction is more than enough for now. I see. Having said that, if you look straight ahead, you'll see that you don't have much of a choice. Huh? Oh, wait. Ah! I rush in front and pull her away from the wall. Or at least I try to until the sudden movement makes me lose balance. Ow, don't ow me, you grabbed on. You grabbed me as you were falling. Okay, fine, I won't deny that. Although I would if I could. You're lucky I'm too numb from the wind to feel anything. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. We struggle for a few seconds to help each other up. You know, I think I have a better idea. A pair of arms wrap themselves around mine. Guide me. Wah. I said guide me. I heard you, but isn't it more fun this way? I suppose that's one solution. I thought the word lied about love, but maybe it didn't. This is supposed to be an illusion. This is supposed to be a fabrication of Hollywood and cheap romance novels. But for a fabrication, it feels peculiarly real. The hell is storybook romance anyway? Do I care? If it exists at all, it's what right in front of me. It's almost time. I should check my watch, but I can't. If I do, I'll wake up and the dream will end. Mark? I know. A buzz of excitement puffed through the crowd. It won't be long before the clock strikes 12. I don't regret a single thing. I wish I could agree. Don't lie, today has been perfect. It has. But her warmth still lingers on my arm. I can't forget it. I won't forget it. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I'm sorry. I forgive you. I hurt you. No, you didn't. I tried to hurt you. I don't care. I'm going to end up hurting you. The frozen air in my lungs feels like the end of breath means lifespan. The first exhale that isn't accompanied by an auxiliary burst of cold. I love you. No, you don't. I don't care. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. This isn't like you, Mark. You said we'd work together to find my lost memories. That was a lie. You promised to find me no matter where I go. You said it's what you do best. I didn't I? A rueful chuckle punctuates her breath. You have to stop running away. I can't. You keep on hurting yourself. That's what I should be telling you. I stop in my tracks. Mia glides in front of me. It's been 3 years, you know. 3 years and we're still the same. The snow pauses in the air and the midnight bells sound in the distance. Merry Christmas, Mark. You're my first love. That is the kissing scene. A soft sensation brushes across my lips in an instant that lasts a lifetime. It's both warm and cold and tastes vaguely of melting snow. I'll miss you. My legs refuse to move. She's gone before I realize it, lost in a sea of faces. That's so sad. A sepia world consumes my vision. I'm on the roof of the school, drowning in the sunset's thick light. Everywhere I look, the world is heavy, bittersweet, surreal. There she stands, the person who mattered the most to me. With the sun at her back, she faced me, a mere silhouette in my memory. Her hair blows softly to the side of the breeze, that I can't feel her signature ribbons, endearing as ever, trail along with it. No. I opened my eyes. It's dark. The street lights are still on and the downtown party goers make it feel as if nothing has changed. But the most important thing is missing. She's gone. She's disappeared. Just like she promised. No. No, no, no. This isn't the end. Think. God damn it. Just think. I can do this. I can figure this out. Okay. Mira vanished approximately 15 minutes ago. We are in a crowded place with an easy access to public transit. I'll face the truth. If she wanted to escape, she'd be gone by now. I'll never find her again. Therefore, if I do find her again, it'll be because she wants me to. Maybe she's waiting. Why did Mira meet me in the first place? We met because she knew me somehow. Was the school roof coincidentally chosen as our meeting place? Or was she referring to what happened 3 years ago? My parting words imply that she knew what happened, but I don't know what to make of it. Mira could be the girl from 3 years ago. It would make sense in a way if she was lying all along. She could simply be here to toy with me. Of course, I know that's not true, but if it is, well, it's clear that she feels guilty about something. Did she come back from the past to toy with me and ended falling for me instead? It's unlikely, and it's incredibly unlikely, but it's the only way I can explain her tears. She might not have had bad intentions either. Maybe she was just curious. Maybe she wanted to see where I end up after she unintentionally broke my heart. Wait, let's not get carried away. What I need here is tangible evidence. Introspect cues were scattered everywhere, even assuming that she was putting on an act when we first met. It looks like even she couldn't build a perfect wall. There's a pocket watch. For one, it shouldn't mean much. Surely she has regular wristwatch somewhere, but where would she even obtain a thing like that, and how would it cost? And then there's her father's library and tear-stained eye where she told me about Leonard Kinsey. Even back then, it was easy to put the pieces together. Mira is from a wealthy family and Kinsey is a close relative to her. She knows her way around this city because she grew up here. On top of that, she knows which school I've attended and the details of what happened 3 years ago. Ultimately, I don't need to figure out who she is, I need to figure out where she is. Huh? This isn't so hard after all. There are really only two places she could expect me to search. The roof of the school and the hilltop with the cherry tree. The roof would make sense. It's cliche. The place where we first met is the place she'd want us to part. Not to mention, it invariably bring back memories from 3 years ago. Whatever her role in that story was, maybe the rooftop means something to her too. But I can't forget about that hill either. That was the first day we spent together, the first time I saw what she was really like beneath the facade she tried to put up. Wouldn't it be significant for her too? Wouldn't she want to visit before she leaves, especially if she used to go there as a child? Kinsey's hilltop isn't too far from here, but it's a bit of a detour. The school is a long way off by public transit. It's possible to go to the hill and then head back to the school. But if Mira's in a rush, I won't be able to catch up if my guess is wrong. I have to pick one. Slowly, carefully. What would Mira want? Alright, I'm going to find her if she wants me to, and there's only one place that means more to her than anywhere else. I will... Oh my god, this is a hard choice. Go to the school. Go to the school. I think I'll go to the school. The rooftop. It makes sense. She wrote this whole play and cast herself as the leading actress. If she wants to end things cleanly, she'll go back to where it all began. Here goes. I'm here. I look up at the roof and realize that I have no idea how to get there. But there has to be a way. There's always a way. How would she have done it? I sprint around the side of the school to see if there are anything I can climb on. I noticed the outdoor shed that had long since been sitting at the back of the building, near the back door to the construction lab. And it makes sense. The structure is almost half the height of the school. It's been here since the beginning, but I never once thought about it. I leaped onto a stack of leftover food and grabbed hold of the shed's roof. Pulling myself up with strength I never knew I had, my feet grabbed hold and I regained my balance. The bottom of the second floor windows still isn't too far. Digging my fingers into a few inches of space between the window and the brick wall, I forcefully pull myself up with the help of my feet. Just a bit more. Considering how large these windows are, I only need to grab a couple of old bricks above it to pull myself to the top. With a grasp of breath and the skip of a heartbeat, I propel myself upward and I grab hold of the roof. My fingers cling to the railing and I roll myself over. Landing on my back, I stare unfocused at the snowy sky above. But it isn't over. There on the opposite corner of the roof, staring at the night sky, is the person I was looking for. You made it. Of course I did. I knew that you'd find me. Her smile is blank, distant, like 2 weeks ago when we first met. I'm glad, Mark. Glad about what? The fact that I found you after you ran away from me? About everything. I'm glad to have met you. I'm glad to have gotten to know you. I'm glad to have fallen for you too. And I'm glad to be able to say goodbye like this. Mira. Her stolid gaze tells me that nothing can make her change her mind, but she still looks at me expectantly. You don't want to leave, do you? No, I don't, but I have to. If you get hurt either way, why not risk it and stay here? I can't do that. This was all wrong from the very beginning. Does that even matter now? Of course it does. You don't want the last 2 weeks to disappear, do you? They won't disappear. They can't. Memories don't die, but they can be tarnished. I'm sorry. I'm really truly sorry. Wait, don't jump to any conclusions. Those conclusions were determined from the moment we met. I lied to you. I'll forgive you for whatever you did. It's not that simple. Mira takes a step back and I take a step forward. It's just like before. After 3 years, it's just like before. If I stay, it'll all be wrong and there'll be no turning back and I'll never be able to forgive myself if you hate me. Take a deep breath and stop worrying. The problem is all in your head. No, it isn't. We won't get anywhere if we both back down. Maybe so. But after everything that happened, I don't want to lose what we already have. Mira, I try to reach out to her, but something stops me. If I do it, will I really destroy the memories we already have made? No matter what she's hiding, I'll accept it, but I'll leave it at this then. The answer is right in front of you, Mara. Make your choice. It's tough to see what's in front of you when you're afraid of what's behind you. The snow moves in reverse. I'll never forget you, Mark, and I wasn't lying when I said that you were my first love. Her words are only a whisper that fades as she takes a last step backward and falls off the roof. I walk forward slowly with my leaden feet. I'm not surprised. There's nothing below but a balcony overlooking a garden with a small patch of snow-covered soil lying below. But the snow had been falling for a while this time, and the whole balcony is covered save for the spot she landed on. A short trail of footprints lead her away. Oh, that's right. I caught a glimpse of something when she jumped. No, 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 no. This isn't over. I miscalculated. I tried my best, but in the end, I guessed wrong. And so the cycle continues, which means as long as I persist, I can try again, over and over and over. Even if it kills me, even if it turns me into a dry, soulless husk. I stand up. Of course I'll stand up. I'll do it again. I'll stab myself again and again. If it's for her, I'll shatter my heart as many times as it takes. To the hill. It's dark. The streetlights are still on the downtown partygoers, make it feel like nothing has changed, but the most important thing is missing. She's gone. She's disappeared like she promised. No, this isn't the end. Think goddamn. Okay, Mira vanished approximate. I think I've done this before. Maybe Mira meets me in the first. Okay, I think she wants me to answer the other one. The other choice. Maybe she wanted to see her end up after she unintentionally broke my heart. In retrospect, cues were scattered everywhere. There's a pocket watch for once. I think I made the wrong choice or something then. They have to. Huh? Yeah, I've done this already. Okay, I'll choose the others. Alright. I'll go to the hill. I've got it. She'll be at the hill. I grit my teeth and sprint through the snowy city. I made it. I collapsed in the snow with the hill looming before me. Just a little bit more. Just a few more steps. A few more frosted breaths. I placed my hand on the edge of the hill, digging into the snow. It will only take a bit more energy to pull myself up. The moment I peek above the hill, it'll be all over. What I'll do if she isn't there? She was crying. She was crying, damn it. Isn't that all that matters? I tensed my finger against the frozen ground. Find a solid rock to push on, and with my body poised, I climbed the last yard. Hey, you came. I wouldn't be able to give myself if I didn't. But why here? Isn't that what I should be asking you? Stop. What? I ran away for a reason. We can't be together. What right do you have to decide that? I told you I was lying from the beginning. I shut up. The fleeting snow on Mira's hair drops a lit march in my stomach, and everything goes ablaze. I love you. Now stop talking. I stepped toward her and she stepped back. Wait, you don't understand. It isn't that easy. It isn't that simple. We're not fit for each other, and that will never change. It didn't work back then, and I'm sure as hell won't work now. Never? You kidding me? Not in the least. What the hell is there to understand? I pushed. It doesn't matter. No, I won't accept it. I pushed and pushed. Is that all you're going to do? Shout until I give in and embrace you? Then I might as well leave. I love you. No matter what I do, I can't change that. No matter who you really are or what you did, even if I tell myself I don't care, or if I try to give up, it doesn't matter if I say I love you or hate you. Can't stop. That's how important you are. It's incredibly, stupidly, mind-blocking dumb, isn't it? But I can't help it. No one can. Are you serious? I wish I weren't, but I am. I can't give up on you. Do you think you can give up on me? You shouldn't have come here. God, why here of all places? I only wanted to visit for a moment, just to say goodbye. You were supposed to meet me at school, and I guess that's too bad. If you end up hating me, I'll never be able to leave myself. I'm like you. I'm wounded too. So tell me everything. But it's wrong. It's all wrong. As long as you're with me, I'll forgive you. So tell me. If I do, you will. Then tell me this. Why didn't you run away? You could have hidden some place where I'll never find you. You weren't supposed to find me here. You should have gone back to where we first met, and I have already been waiting. And I would have said goodbye, and none of this would have happened. I've done that already. And yet you came here. A smile pushes its way through the tears. Yeah, I did. It's too late to run away. Strands of her hair flicker across her eyes, and the memories resurface. I was there, Mark. I remember everything. You were hurt. You didn't cry, but you were like a kid realizing for the first time that there is no Santa Claus. I remember you. But you don't remember me? Mira, it all makes sense. She was never a long lost love. She was just, I deceived you, Mark. I dressed like her. I act like her. I lived like her. Dyed my hair, stolen her ribbon, and used all it against you. So what? You're you. You're the one I fell for. If only it were that simple. I'm kidding. I lied. I lied about everything. That doesn't matter. Don't you see what it means? The woods, the roof, your window, everything. Asking you about your taste in literature, what a joke. I wouldn't read classic lit if it didn't have a teacher breathing down my neck. At the sport day at my school, that too. At least I had the sense to practice jumping out of my own bedroom window 10 or 20 times before doing it for real. Just imagine it. A lonely girl standing in front of the mirror tying and retying her ribbon until it looked like a crush, her rival, her idol. Standing there for hours, forgetting that there was a homework to be done and dinner to be eaten. Just standing there crying. I knew how hurt you were too. I figured it out as soon as I saw you, but I went ahead with it. I set you up to think you had a chance. Didn't even think twice. The storybook romance doesn't exist. Mark, wasn't this all a bit too convenient? Reality would never unfold that way. It never does, unless one of the parties is putting on a show. Isn't it pathetic? You don't know me. You've never even met me. It's everything. Everything about me. This was all just a story to prove that I could make you look at me. To me, you are the boy who changed my life. But to you, I'm no one. The girl you fell for doesn't exist. I'm no savior. I'm no fantastic actress. My hands are numb to the wind. And what about the hill? What? You said you were acting, right? What about that evening we've spent on this hill? Were you wearing your mask even then? I now kiss was a lie too, right? Oh, I'm sure. Totally convinced. You're my first love, Mark. I took this ribbon from your crush because I wanted to be like her, and I lied to you these past 2 weeks to prove that I finally was. And now that that's done, there's nothing to be said. I smile. I think you're missing the point. I couldn't expect you to notice, but there's one fact that you forgot to calculate. All this time, I wondered if you were a childhood friend. I thought this was all nostalgia. I assumed that was why I was falling for you. You reminded me of something, but that's not the case at all. We were barely even acquaintance. You know what that means, don't you? That memory is irrelevant. It was you that I fell for. You might think you are a great actress, but you are not perfect. See this? What you are doing right now? This is called acting. Mark, you're not the only one who's done stupid things in the name of love. Confess, don't confess, what does it matter? You are screwed once you fall for someone anyway. So let's make the best of a bad situation, shall we? Will you join me? We can't do this. You're weak. I'll learn to be strong. It takes a lot of guts to be strong, you know. And I'm not strong either. Then you'll learn to be strong too. Then what if I can't? Then we'll be weak together. Does it even matter? You're not taking this seriously enough. This is a big commitment. Things might go wrong and we can hurt each other. What if you wake up one morning and decide to walk out on me? That won't happen. Then what if I decide to walk out on you? That's gotcha. She runs her hand through her hair and unties the dangling red stripe. That won't happen. You sure? Absolutely. I promise. If you make me cry, I'll never forgive you. the feelings mutual. And that, as they say, was that it's funny when you think about it. Funny how simple it all was. It might not seem like a storybook romance, but it's real. As real as the person in front of me, so I held her tight as our Sepia died, tears ran dry. Written and directed by Eternal. Character art by Schultz. Yeah, so that's it. It's the end. So if you like my video, you can like them, and if you want me to play any game, you can leave that in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.